We've been telling you all summer how close or seemingly far we were from football returning. Tomorrow, the countdown is over for high school ball as the regular season gets underway beneath those Friday night lights. Welcome back to sports. I'm Connor Ingalls. There are several big games on tap all around North Central Florida to start things off. Our very own Kaylee Glider reports on one of the most heated rivalries in the area that will resume tomorrow between Buchholz and Eastside.
The Friday night lights get turned back on this week, kicking off with a crosstown rivalry between Eastside and Buchholz High School.
It's always a fun game. The kids are into it, the student body's into it, so should prove to be a lot of fun.
When the two teams meet here at Citizens Field, it will be a continuation of more than 40 years of football tradition. While it may not be a district game, both coaches say that the stakes are higher than normal.
I mean, the guys are just working really hard. They're trying to install our system and get it down to where they're running without any problems and just playing with discipline.
Buchholz is the reigning city champion, defeating both Eastside and Gainesville High last year. But Rams head coach Jeff Parker thinks his team is more than ready to get the season started.
These kids, they love playing, Buchholz and Gainesville High, so it's not hard to get them excited about playing, either one of those teams.
Bobcats head coach Mark Whittemore thinks some talented upperclassmen on the team has Buchholz thinking some big things for this matchup.
I mean, when you get a win under your belt as a junior, as a senior, you definitely go into the game. You don't want to be overconfident, but you definitely have that eye of the tiger, we say, that's going to take you to that level of play that you want to start out with.
Kickoff is set for Friday night at 7:30. For WUFT Sports, I'm Kaylee Glider.
Gainesville High, the third team in the crosstown trifecta of rivals, will be on the road against Columbia tomorrow. That game also kicks off at 7:30. Florida soccer fans can get a sports fix tonight on the radio. The Gators are in Coral Gables as we speak, preparing to take on the Miami Hurricanes. Florida is 1-1 on this season. Last weekend, they beat UCF in Orlando before losing at Ohio State. Kickoff on the pitch tonight is at 7, and you can listen in on ESPN Gainesville, which is now FM 95.3. While soccer is well into its season, Gator volleyball is still a few days away from getting back on the hardwood. Florida will travel up to Harrisburg, Virginia Saturday, where they'll face the James Madison Bulldogs. Head coach Mary Wise says the first game is always good for determining just where the Gators stand.
It gives you a much better sense of where your team is playing another opponent, since we've only gone against each other. So is the serving that good and the passing that weak, or the passing that great and the serving that weak? It's all combined, and that's the beauty of playing an outside opponent, and this is the fun part.
First serve between the Gators and Bulldogs on Saturday is at 7. And while Florida will be going for its 22nd SEC championship this season, the Santa Fe Saints volleyball program is barely old enough to walk. The Saints, coming off of their inaugural season in 2014, got year 2 started in the right way with a win over Pasco Hernando State College last night. Outside hitter Nadine Williams said Santa Fe still has that chip on their shoulder to show that they belong.
It's a great start to the season, and I can't wait for more games to come and prove to everybody that just because it's our second year, it doesn't mean that we can't win.
It's a quick turnaround for the Saints. They'll welcome Gulf Coast State College for a match in tomorrow night at 7. And guys, breaking news in the last hour from head coach Jim McElwain of the Florida Gator football team. He says quarterbacks Treon Harris and Will Greer will both play in the season opener on September 5th. And it's going to be their in-game play that determines who's the starter for the rest of the season.
Wow, that's exciting. We've been waiting that for a while. Yeah. Cool. Very good to know. Thank you, Colin.